going on, guys? I've tried recording this video a couple times and just wanted to touch on the last competition and kind of what I've been up to since then. So I'll just break it down event by event. Warming up in the morning for the yoke carry and farmers medley. I knew I wasn't going to have any issues with the farmers, and I was just worried about mainly the yoke and warming up for it. I felt some tenderness in my lower back, and when I started actually on the 640 yoke, I didn't feel anything until I almost got to the finish line with it, and it made me drop the yoke, and it was probably 10 feet short, 5-10 feet short of the finish. Picked it back up, got it right across, and I wasn't doing exactly as fast as I would have liked to be able to be doing with the yoke, but picked the farmers up, started off fairly slow with it, and about halfway across, got my speed built up and finished with a time, I believe, about 36.64 seconds. I know that's pretty exact, but I think that's what it was. I don't have a sheet in front of me saying what the time was, or I don't even know what place I took in it. Next event was that safe press, overhead press. It was quite awkward. It was very unstable, and the bar even spun, so it was, and every time I brought it down, the pin slid out a little bit, and they actually had a pin completely out on somebody, and they had to like stop both people going and restart them, give them a break, and then had someone else go. So every time I brought it down, they would slap the pin back in place, and probably slowed me down a little bit, and I was having a hard time doing like a push press on it, just because it would hit the ground, even though I had it set at a height I thought I was not going to slam it down. So I ended up doing a strict press on it, and I was leaning way far back, and Aaron even, the host of the competition, even made fun of that I was doing like incline press, but it kind of was. I ended up getting 7 reps on that and took first in that event, which helped me out on the day incredibly, because I'll get to it. Next event was the keg toss. It was 2 25-pound kegs, 2 30-pound kegs, I don't even remember now, it's been so long. 2 25-pound kegs, a 30-pound keg, and a 40 keg? No, 2 20s, 2 25s, a 30, and a 40 over a 12-foot bar. I got it right that time. So we got it was going pretty slow because I kept looking back to make sure it went over. So I got the 220s, the 225s, the 30, and then just had a heck of a hard time with the 40. I think I hit the bar twice, and I don't think I got a third throw on it. Just ran out of time. I think I took like 5th or 6th on that event. Next event was the car deadlift front bar. I've done it once before, like my first competition. was the front bar, and it was supposed to be around 450 pounds, and I was talking with a few of the other guys. We definitely thought it was easily 500, maybe a little bit over 500. I was only able to get one rep on it, and actually tied with Glenn on that. We both were only able to get one rep, and we got it at about almost the exact same time, even though it wasn't 4 time on that event. It was 4 reps, and you know, deadlift is always something I need to work on. I was definitely feeling some lower pain discomfort from, you know, like I said, warming up with the yoke. And yeah, so the last event was the Stones, and 240, 280 went up fairly decently. You know, I've loaded a 300 stone at my house before, and then the last couple competitions that I actually did, I was not able to even get the 300 stone off the ground, and I was able to almost get it into my lap at this competition. I know Christian posted a video yesterday talking about the competition, how he felt the bottom of the 300 stone was a little dusty, maybe a little bit of dirt on it from rolling across the ground, maybe a little bit of residue from you know, still being freshly made. We were the first persons to touch those 300-pound stones, so there wasn't any tacky on it already. And yeah, I was able to get it into my lap a couple times, or almost into my lap. Wasn't able to get it rolled up into me, and I kept getting a cramp in my left hip. So I ended up 5th place out of 11 guys. I felt like I did alright. I thought I could have got more reps on the deadlift, and probably, you know, could have. You know, the one rep I did get, I did have to hitch it up my legs a little bit. So plans going forward after this competition, I don't plan on any more strongman competitions this year. You know, actually on today is Friday. On Monday, I kind of started cleaning up my eating a little bit, getting my weight down. Actually doing a competition with some of my friends to see who could do the, you know, lose the most amount of weight. Just kind of a friendly bet type of deal. They want to do it for 6 months, you know, which is fine with me. I don't plan on doing any competitions till, you know, late spring, more than likely. I am looking at doing something next month. It is a competition, but it's not exactly well, it's got strongman events, but it's at a CrossFit gym. I'm just gonna go do it for fun. They're all strongman events, if I can remember. There's a axle clean and press reps, which is 160 pounds. There's a deadlift axle, which is 330 pounds. A farmer's hold for time, which is I think like 160 pounds per hand. There's a sandbag carry to a sled push or drag. I can't remember. I think it's a sled push. The sandbag's like 150 and the sled's 335, and then I think 100-pound sandbag over bar. So not heavy compared to what I'm used to, but just to get me going on something, I'm gonna look into doing that. It is on a day I have to work a night shift, and it starts at like noon. So I'll do that and then go to work, which will be fun. I really haven't trained since the competition. We went on vacation 2 days after the competition for a week, and then I came back to work a week straight, and after that week straight, I started cleaning up the diet and been focusing on that. I'm gonna go home right now because I still have a bit of energy. It's a little after 7 this morning. I'm gonna lift a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the competitions, my future plans, and what I'm doing right now. Hopefully right after this I'll have a lifting video up of I'm gonna test out a couple of the events for this upcoming CrossFit competition, I guess you'll call it. So thanks for watching this guy and this one, you guys. I know it's just kind of me talking about everything, and we'll see you in the next one. Lift big, eat big, get big.